Hey, everybody loves to go out to eat, but do we ever think what happens behind the kitchen doors? How does that food get on our plate? How do they pick what it is? What's happening in the whole world of dining and going out? The whole world is changing. We're going to talk about some of that today here. As we get I'm going to get a little grumpy here today and let Chef Pascal be the positive voice as we talk about holiday meals and holiday traditions.
How can you be grumpy? Are you a Scrooge?
I think I am a little bit of a Scrooge when it comes to holidays. I'm sorry to say it, folks, here. But we have a great guest to talk about. She's going to bring us some upbeat ideas on holiday meals, holiday traditions. Chef Wendy Reyes-Dorado. Did I say that correctly?
Correct. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Chef Pascal.
Oh, so here's a topic, of course, it's easy topic because we are in the holiday season.
Yep.
And I feel, it's now or never to talk about what do we do, the tradition, and
what do we cook? What do we eat? How do we
do
it?
How do we get together? And personally, a lot of people do think, it's not just one night or one day. It could be the entire month of December. It could be the whole period. Even, in the tradition, the holiday season goes even further than the first of the year. Mm-hmm. And so I asked my friend Wendy to come today because she is from Bolivia. And I want to know, because I don't know all the tradition, the holiday season in our own country, in our own culture. And because every country, every culture have their own tradition during the holiday season, and either is attached to a religion or not, but is always we have something in common. We all celebrate, and so it's a time of celebration. And
so I'd love to hear what both traditions are like. I'd love to hear what they do around the holidays in France. I'd love to hear what they do in Bolivia. I'll tell you what we used to do, and then I'm going to go crabby because I don't think we do hardly any of it here in America anymore.
Well, that's why we're going to invite people to do something.
Yeah, bring back.
That's why the topic arose, right?
Yes.
So what do they do in Bolivia?
So in Bolivia, I think not only in Bolivia, but most Latin American countries and Spain and a lot of countries around the world, it's not only about religion. More so, it's about celebrating the unity with your family. Yes, it's about religion, Jesus and all that stuff, which is very important.
We're talking Christmas. America's
Christmas.
the only place we do Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
And so we kick it off. We do two back-to-back bookends. We supposedly used to start with the big Thanksgiving meal and end with the Christmas meal. And that month in between was a whole bunch of celebrations and cookies and festive things.
But both are related because for me, as a chef and a food lover, cooking is getting people together.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, Christmas gathering, it's the same thing. Either it's family or friends or co-workers, we all celebrate a get-together.
It's about coming together, and really, just like they say, breaking bread with each other.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, so I'll go crabby first, and then you can get me out of the crabby mood here. So when I was a kid, I grew up in the Midwest, Middle America, mainstream, suburban kind of households here. And I've talked many times how we moved away from our grandparents' cooking. It was fast food, the introduction of McDonald's. It was TV dinners. It was frozen food. It was that whole...
Shame on you.
Yeah, that was my whole generation, my whole lifestyle was that move away what Grandma made. One of the most dramatic... It held on through my youth, but now it's going away, I feel, which is the big holiday meal. You might still get together, but chances are you don't get together in the numbers you used to. People fly from all over the country just to come for Thanksgiving or Christmas like they used to. And when they do, they just want to go to Walmart or they want to go someplace and get the food and just plop it down and heat it up. What I recall was an effort. It took all day, maybe 2 days, cooking, preparing, and it was a
production.
It was a production.
It's a production.
Well, I have to say, from coming from Europe, from France, personally, I I do believe that France still have the tradition of going out, getting the best food item, making the best meal. It's exciting, but in the US, it's quite different. It's becoming so commercial.
Yes.
It's commercial and materialized.
Yeah, materialized is more.
Unfortunately.
Christmas shopping is a big deal more than just food
It's about
shopping.
the deals, the discounts,
Black
and
Friday,
Black
Cyber
Friday,
Monday.
exactly.
I encourage you to buy.
And the after Christmas sale, So
Well, if we can do both, that would be great.
But I remember the world would stop and slow down for 2 days. That's what my dad always said. He loved Thanksgiving and Christmas because people came together. You slowed down. We had the day off. Now the stores are open all day long. They want you to go out and shop on Thanksgiving. You can shop to half of Christmas, it seems like. It's about shopping and spending. It's not about gathering and eating.
Oh, we should. Yeah,
That-
in my family, we still shop for food in
Yeah.
France, and they go to the place to have the best pastries. They pre-order the best pastry.
You had the guy from OC Bakery in here.
Yes,
And he was
Yes.
talking about the only time, I forgot his name. What's his name?
Dean.
Dean
And
King.
he's the dean of bakers. He serves the big resorts and the big hotels and the big restaurants and all sorts of big accounts.
We were just with him last Wednesday, correct?
were, yeah, right.
we were there.
And so he said the only two times he opens the store to the public is right before Christmas and right before Thanksgiving.
Correct.
Correct.
And you could come in and get your holiday pies.
And we're going to
and
do it
pastries.
again at
Yeah,
Christmas time.
he does
the
a
day
little
before
shop, a pop-up shop.
Right.
So we get different community members that have something to sell, whether it's some fresh made tamales or soups or delicious coffee,
Right.
hot sauce, chocolate, mushrooms. We had pasta. It was an array of variety of different things. We had a girl that was starting her business. She was a young girl with flowers, beautiful arrangements. And I just think that the fact that we're supporting our community and we're helping each other grow, I think just that's
So
just a
hooray for that happening. But I've been in this Orange County for 20 years. I didn't ever know there was a place to do it because it's not. Instead, most of my family, most of my neighbors, most of my friends, they go to Walmart and get the prepackaged meal, or they go to Ralph's and get the whole deal, and they just bring it home and heat it up. I'll tell you one funny story, and then I'll get off this sad note here. So I'm an only child. When my parents I grew up in the Midwest. We did have others, aunts and uncles, and that was the tradition. So I came out here. I was the outlier. Everybody's back there. So finally, my parents in old age moved out to California, lived out in Palm Springs. And I thought, well, here's one good benefit. Mom is going to make the big Thanksgiving meal again. When she came out, she's like in her 70s. She said, I got news for you. I'm done. Ain't ever doing that meal again. Did it too many years, too hard, too few of us.
Yeah.
Ain't going to do it anymore. So I said to my wife, you pick it up. She said, no, I'm not doing it. I did when I was young. I did it when little kids. Not doing it anymore. Then my daughter grows up and I say, okay, she's going to do it. She says, Dad, I don't even like the big meal. I don't like turkey and this and that and everything else. So the whole thing is fizzled, at least in my world. Nobody wants to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's an overnight job too.
Yeah.
You have to.
And I think that's where we come in because what we want to promote and embrace is the coming around the kitchen, coming around the dinner table,
Yes.
everybody to participate. Kids, young, old, boys, girls, husbands, uncles, everybody be a part of it. So everybody help out. So the weight is not just on one person to produce that meal.
I was the cleanup. That's what I agreed to
Yeah.
do. I would always clean
I
up.
think that's a great idea when you do it like potluck style.
Right.
Okay, one person brings the ham, the other one does the turkey or the tamales or whatever it
Yeah.
might be. Somebody else brings the salads. But the only thing that I always say, and I go, you have to make it. Like, you can't be store-bought.
Yeah, right.
That way it's not the pressure just on one person,
And was it only my family, or did everybody have an assigned role? Oh, my aunt
Somebody will
Florence,
decorate.
she always brought the something.
I will say this is more for me the American way to get together. In France, usually we go to somebody's home. Maybe the oldest couple,
Yeah.
the parents, grandparents, and we all put the meal together.
Right.
Most of the meal is not pre-cooked.
Right.
And it take a couple of hours or three So let me tell you what usually is on the menu on the French
I'd
Please
love
dinner,
to
do.
see.
We
Right.
want to know.
Christmas dinner.
Okay.
We're talking about Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Right.
We got to have oysters.
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 Of all things,
or
okay.
shellfish. It's a big deal. So, whole usually you don't want to be.
I'm already wanting to be at your home.
Yeah. We never had oysters at Christmas. No.
I don't want to be sexist, but mostly the guys go in the kitchen and we talk and we chuck oysters and boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
And then we make trays and then we're ready. We can add some of the shellfish, but that's the main thing.
No, why oysters and because France
Because
isn't
it's
known for oysters. I mean, that's not where when I go to a restaurant, they don't say, "Oh, we have French oysters."
It's a delicacy with the height of the season.
Okay.
So I usually eat oysters, and it's fun because you can have a champagne first,
Sure.
some good white wine, and then after that, another thing of tradition is, sorry, a lot of people won't like me, but we have foie gras.
I know.
Oh.
That's a controversial meal
know.
these days here. They take that duck and they
Duck liver,
right.
and that's big
Fatten
deal.
the liver.
If not, now they switch to bake pate in crust. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
also
Okay.
very traditional now. And we used to have, not because we don't have Thanksgiving, so Christmas used to be the baked turkey.
The turkey, yeah. They still
Baked
do that in
turkey.
the US,
But
right?
with the real meaty stuffing, really
Yeah.
stuff.
Meat
Exactly.
stuffing versus the
Oh,
bread
meat stuffing. Oh, we
Yeah.
always did bread stuffing.
So we in
Oh, yeah.
we in Bolivia, our traditional turkey has meat stuffing,
Yeah.
meat and
And
vegetables.
So they still eat turkey in Bolivia and all these places? I
We
thought that was
could.
just an American
No,
thing.
no, no. We do, but our traditional plate for Christmas is called picana. It's like a soup. After Chef Pascal finishes telling what is
Yeah.
involved in
Oh,
his,
yeah.
and then I'll come back with
Wonderful.
mine. Yeah.
And
So we got oysters, we got turkey, but
So-
stuffed with meat. Okay.
Yeah, but because of turkey, not everybody like turkey in France. The French thing is not really a delicacy. We do capon. Capon is a large.
I don't know what capon
It's
is.
a large hen.
Oh,
and
okay. I
So,
don't know
not
that at
a
all.
rooster, it's a hen, a large
Okay.
hen that's been eating more than it should.
It's fat.
But
That's stuffed already.
and we do a nice, I would say a prime rib.
Okay.
That's
Now, let me ask you one thing, because France is known for pastries. The one thing I adored more, because I have a real sweet tooth, that I adore more than anything at the holidays, or I did, was the homemade pies and cookies.
well, not in
That-
France.
Yeah.
In France, we do Yule log. I mean, bûche de Noël. I mean, it look like a log of wood
Okay.
with beautiful decoration. It looks like it's really a cut from a tree.
And what's it taste like? Is it sweet?
Oh, yeah, different flavors. Now they modernize more. It's more, they have like a mousse feeling. But the original is like a sponge cake
Oh.
that you roll with pastry cream or chocolate ganache
Interesting.
or chestnut puree.
Chestnut
Chestnut
puree.
puree, yeah.
All right. Never
It's
knew you could puree a
It's
chestnut.
decorated with sugar mushroom and sugar olive leaf. It's beautiful.
And your impression is, I don't know when the last time we went back for Christmas, but that still continues pretty much the same. They might have modernized and
Oh,
had a few different
totally.
things. Big deal. Everybody gets together, cooks the deal. all day.
Actually, they do have competition for that in
Really?
France because who make the best Christmas.
They're not selling, I don't know what, there isn't a Walmart, I suppose, in France. but
Well,
they're-
there's some places now, but we have a lot of bakery at every corner,
Yeah.
and everybody has its own.
So that still continues. All right, Bolivia. What do you eat in Bolivia? It must be tamales. I know tamales are big in Mexico.
We do have something similar to a tamale that you mentioned. It's called huminta. So that's made out of corn, and we
Is this-
grind it.
It's like the paste, like in
yeah,
a tamale.
yeah. It's like it's a masa,
Right.
But instead of putting meat, we put cheese in it.
Cheese.
Yes,
Okay.
it's really delicious. You can either we wrap them in corn husk, and you can either cook them on steam in a pot, or you can put them in the oven, which are
Is
delicious.
Bolivia known for cheeses? I don't know what Bolivia is
They
known
do
for.
have cheeses. They have different type of they have quesillo, one that just kind of like breaks apart, and it's delicious. They have really good cheeses.
I
But
lived in Wisconsin as a kid, and Michigan and Minnesota, all around there. Wisconsin, they still call themselves cheeseheads, and they go out to football games with giant cheese things on their head. It's the cheese state. It's the dairy state. There's tons of that back in where I came from.
yeah, we have a variety of cheeses. We have a variety of unique ingredients that are true to nature, to the Andes. You know, the spices, the meats. You know, we and the picana. We it's a stew. It's like a soup, a stew that has beef. It has lamb. It has chicken. And it has vegetables, potatoes, peas, and all that stuff.
How
And
would
it's
Bolivian food be different than, say, what's next to Bolivia? Ecuador or other places? I don't know what's...
you have Brazil, you have Peru, you have multiple countries. You have Argentina and things like that. I think there's similarities and unique differences. Like I said, true to their region. You know, it's like in Mexico. In Mexico, Mexico's humongous.
Yeah, and there's 4 or 5 different cuisines.
And
there's
there's-
the East Coast and West Coast.
There's different
Veracruz
regions.
and- yeah, right.
Yeah, you know. So I think that in Bolivia, everything is unique to their terrain, per se, and like the picana, it's just so. I think the layers of flavors are developed because it's low and slow. So
Low and
we
slow,
we,
yeah.
we put wine, we put beer in the soup,
Really?
and
Okay.
everything, and it has raisins, and it's served with
but we have
potato.
to
and corn.
realize you're not in winter at Christmas
That's true.
time.
It's the summertime in December.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's still cold in La Paz.
Okay.
I don't know.
all right.
La
That's a
Paz.
good point.
Okay,
It's
I
not
have to. I have to
snowing,
say
yeah.
that La Paz can have 4 seasons in one day.
Oh, okay.
You can wake up, and it's sunny, and then it can rain, and then it can be windy, and then it can be really, really, really cold, like winter.
Okay.
So you can have all 4 seasons in one day, but depending on our region, you know, there's different things. You can have lechon. Lechon is something that's very festive. Humintas, one thing that's for the sweet. We also
And
have
what are those? I don't. You're just rattling.
lechon. Okay, lechon is a pork, marinated pork that you
Okay.
can do in the oven, and it comes with potatoes, potatoes that are baked in the oven,
I love those.
sweet potato, plantains, and it's served with a salad on the side with lettuce,
So
tomato.
Is that
lettuce.
traditional?
That's traditional Bolivian food. Yes, the
So
picana
what's-
is traditional, and
What's
then
the one thing you gotta have? Like here, you gotta have tamales for Christmas if you're.
well, you have humintas. We can have anytime. Tamales too, you know, but I think the picana is more traditional of Christmas, and you have lechon
Is
for
that,
New Year's.
Is that because it's kind of almost you put a big pot in the middle of the table, or people just
Yeah, and then you can have a variety of different
Yeah.
things. You know, you also have the sweet things. You have your classical and traditional panettone.
yeah, panettone. Well,
The panettone comes from
I'm from Italy, and
Exactly.
actually I want to bring that up because
panettone is a classic for
I don't know.
holidays.
by the way, there's
What
one
is it? I don't know what
one
panettone
place.
is.
Cake.
It's
fruit
okay,
cake.
it's a fruit
Fruit
cake.
cake.
One place in Orange County, one chef, one restaurant that make traditional panettone. It's Trattoria Trullo. It's in
Trattoria, what?
Trullo. It's
Trullo?
why there are things in a little bit further down Mission Viejo, Laguna Hills, and fantastic. It's like a large fruit cake, look like a cylinder. It look like it's cooked in a large
It's about yay,
yeah.
big, and it kind of like it's like a brioche, right? It's
Yeah.
like a really soft brioche, but it has fruit inside. It has raisins and fruit.
It takes 48 hours to
It
make
take-
it.
it's-
I'm going to show my Midwestern roots again here. That was something that somebody would always drag out, give you a fruit cake or bring a fruit cake. It was dry.
No.
It was in a
No,
can.
no,
I'm going
no,
to try
no,
to
no.
bring you a panettone.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
I was actually thinking of
Yeah,
if I made it enough
panettone,
time to bring you a
and
panettone.
I will bring a bûche de Noël so we
I'd
can
love to see it.
We'll
Yeah.
do it with
And then we're gonna have to have a posada here just because we're
Okay.
talking
Yeah.
about food. Posadas is what a traditional from Mexico where they have, gatherings to celebrate,
Is that like beef stew
like
or something? Or
no. Posada is a gathering,
Oh, okay.
traditional
You know,
gatherings
like
in
the,
December.
the British country, they make those puddings too
Yes,
in
right.
that season.
Right.
And so are they all good? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, we had a bunch of pudding.
We have buñuelos.
Can I ask you one
Buñuelos.
question? So I got
Yes.
two chefs here, and I've never found an answer to this. Since I've come to California, I love trying all sorts of different food: Vietnamese food, Bolivian food, French food. Millions of ethnic foods, or Turkish food, Vietnamese food, and all the foods I try, all the countries I've never traveled around the world, but all the foods I've tasted from around the world, none of them make pie. Is that just an American thing? Apple pie, pumpkin pie.
Yes.
It is.
For all
It's
these
an American
fruit
thing.
pies. I was
Thanksgiving thing,
the
Even
staple.
even though
How about-
you have pies, there's a place. Is it from Argentina that make great
Yes,
pies?
yes. There's empanadas.
Yeah.
There's
And-
empanadas, which are
Yes.
individual little pies or meat pies.
yeah,
like
meat
meat pies.
The British
We
used to just
have
make meat pies, yeah.
salteñas that I talked about last time too. Last time I was here, they're filled. It's like a meat stew inside of it, and it's a little meat
But
pie.
in France we make tarts.
Tarts, right?
Tarts,
That's
fruit tart.
with covered tart.
Right.
And then we call them pies. We could call them pie, but it's still a tart
tart.
with a baked fruit.
I
in
think it just kind of derives from different origins,
Chef
and
has
then
asked me
turned it-
many times, so what was your mother's favorite meal? I said, nothing. It was Stouffer's frozen food. It was spaghetti and meatballs. It was a meatloaf. It was just dull stuff. But I'll make an exception. Pies was big in my family. They would still make pies.
Were they sweet pies or savory pies?
I don't know what the difference is. They're all fruit pies.
Okay, fruit pies.
fruit
Okay,
pies,
savory.
yeah.
There's because they have it like chicken pot pie, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they would do that too, but
Yeah.
but they would all eat. So at the holidays, that was the big deal, and it was always 2 or 3 pies: apple pie, pumpkin pie,
Yeah.
cherry pie.
The French are more fancy. We make a puff pastry with
Yes, right.
with chicken and mushroom. And
I don't know why Americans started making pie. I'd love to hear the story of that kind of fruit
I
pie.
think it's probably because convenience. It's easy to transport. It's easy to.
That's true.
Yeah, and then
People all brought a pie.
and
yeah.
you can pre-made them and just warm them up when your
Yeah.
friends show up at
Well, that was the one
table.
exception. That's something I do sort of think of as
So
my
which one was
childhood.
your favorite pie? What was your favorite
Oh,
flavor?
well, now, if any of my favorite fans out there listening, any of my family and my friends would know, I love them all. But of them, I love all the kind of fruit pies, the cherry pie, apple pie.
Apple pie's so good.
We had 15
Paul-
apple trees
Paul-
on our property.
It's bigger than a tradition. It's why do we say I want a piece of the pie?
I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, right, exactly.
Oh, that's
Everybody's
really
gotta get
important. That's
piece
a
of the
really
pie.
good pie, yeah.
American. You got to
Yes,
get a
yes.
piece of the pie,
Having
right?
a piece of pie. That means sharing.
Right.
Having a piece of pie is sharing something in front of you. So everybody has his own cut.
And in the farming community, I didn't grow up in the farming community. My relatives did. The tradition was, because they didn't have air conditioners back in the turn of the century, the 20s or 30s or 40s or something, they would put the pie out, you'd bake it, and it would fill up the whole house with the smell.
Oh, yeah.
And then you
Smells
put it on
good.
the shelf to kind of cool down, and outside people could smell the pie coming. So it would attract you to come in. Years ago, I had a realtor did a show, and she used to say, that's the oldest trick in the book. When you have an open house, you bake a pie.
Pie or cookies.
Pie and
Chocolate chip cookies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it
Oh, you
fills
bring
the
to
house.
your neighbors, you bring a pie.
Yeah, and when
Exactly.
you're welcoming, you're doing
Welcome
a
pie, you know?
welcome
Welcome
pie,
pie,
treats,
welcome cookies.
exactly.
So that was the tradition. Now, I don't.
Hopefully this stay. I think probably one thing is going to stay for
And
a
I
long
think that's
time.
one of the things that we want to like embrace is, food is not just to feed our bodies,
Right.
but it's to fuel our soul, is to bring our loved ones together, to connect, to
And
share.
I don't think it does that role. I think food has faded. There's a meal maybe. There's sort of a gathering. It's shrunk, but it's go buy it like we go buy everything else. It's Uber.
More and
delivers it.
more, we bring back, and we can see it on some networks, some TV shows, thing like that. They bring back the Sunday night family dinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a staple of my life.
Yes.
But that long ago disappeared
Let's
in my
make
life.
sure we bring
We
this
should
back.
definitely bring it back, and have a Sunday
if you,
show.
If you 4, 5, 6, or 10 on the table, still get together.
So
And
I'll
it's
be-
about getting together and connecting with your family and seeing how everybody's doing, and caring about each other.
So I'm going to tell my other family story here. So I grew up an only child, and we moved around a lot, so we didn't have access to family gatherings and stuff. So the few times we went back to wherever my mother's family was from Minnesota, my dad's family was from Detroit. The few times we did that, I just adored it. The relatives would gather and do all these things. So my mother used to tell the story. This is 1920s, 1930s. My mother was born in the 1920s, so maybe the 30s. Their whole world was 2 blocks. People didn't drive.
Yeah.
So she went to school. They lived and died within 2 or 3 blocks of each other. This was still in an urban area, but they went to school down the street.
Mm-hmm.
They got married at the church, and we're all good Catholics, so everything was centered around the church. And after church, people would gather.
Yeah.
And they would come over, and my mother's mother used to say, suppose I barely knew her, my grandmother, that she would start looking and say, oh, I don't know, is anybody coming today? And she'd have all this food, and one by one they'd start stumbling in after Mass, and whatever they finished,
Yeah.
and about 2, 3 o'clock, the party was on.
Yeah.
And everybody's drinking,
No.
and everybody's eating. And
I remember having some Christmas Eve with my parents and family and friends, and going to the midnight mass.
of course.
Oh yes,
But
you have to go to midnight.
we had already drink.
That's where they like to go.
And we
He already spiked going to mass.
that's why we sing along very well.
Stay up all
You
night.
had your best voice for midnight
Yeah,
exactly.
mass.
And the kids will go because we know we will come back and open the Christmas gifts after
That's
the
a
mass.
tradition. That's
Right.
actually a tradition in Bolivia. We
Yeah.
celebrate the 24th more than the 25th
Yes, yes.
Really?
in Latin countries.
24th we recover. On
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
25th.
25th. 25th we recover.
25th recovery.
That's a
We
recovery.
were more we would come back and we'd go to sleep, and then get up, or the kids would go to sleep, and then
Yeah.
they'd
In
get
the
up
morning.
early in
And
the
the
morning.
25th we eat the leftovers.
Leftovers.
Yes.
All the
Oh,
leftovers.
oh.
Those are the best.
But does anybody do that? We don't do that in my household.
We
We haven't done
still
that
do
in
that.
years. We don't go to midnight
Oh,
mass.
yes.
We don't get up and.
Keep on go back
Well, now
to the
you can put the
tradition.
midnight mass on TV, but it's best if you go in person.
It was always a production. I'm still a good
is.
Catholic. I'm probably the last of the Mohicans. I still go every Sunday here, but I've lost that So I'd say to my mother about her family and her sister, my aunt, I knew very well too, and they would both say, we always wondered, because there was never an invitation. It was a standing invitation. People just now my wife, who grew up in the same area in the Midwest, slightly different tradition. She's more Polish than the Irish. But the same thing, they had to go over to Grandma's house every session. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
We all
yeah,
gathered
yeah.
at Grandma's house for Sunday. That Sunday dinner after church was the deal.
Amazing.
I don't know anybody that
Well,
does that
Sunday's a
anymore.
day to rest. Sunday's a day for family.
It used to be,
Yeah.
but now you work on Sunday, you go shopping
We
on
try
Sunday.
not to. We
Sunday's
try
just
not
another
to.
day.
Well, also we go back to you're in a big country, and
Big,
when the family are separated,
Right.
it's
Hard.
take a lot of logistic to come back
Oh.
together. That's one of the main
Yes.
problem to for gathering for special
And it
events.
still is insane. You see all the people fly like crazy, and the planes
Yeah.
are backed up, and the snow hits, and they're all.
It's a production
it's
to
a
get
production.
there.
Yeah, it's a production to get there.
I want to bring something.
Oh.
When we talk about ethnics,
Right.
know, in Mexico, they still have that tradition, posadas.
The posadas, that's what I was talking about a little bit
La
ago.
posadas is for what?
To
How many
gathering.
days? 8 days? 10 days?
Oh, it goes on for more than one day?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it goes. It goes on for various days. I'm not very detailed on Mexican culture because I am Bolivian, so I'm still trying to
I
embrace
think
it and
from
learning.
mid-December to the
In December.
24th.
I know they celebrate also. They celebrate Dia de Guadalupe on the 12th of December, and they do a rosary the night before, and then you go to there's a family hosting, usually a mass, and then after they do a rosary and they pray, then they share tamales
Yeah.
Right.
and hot
Oh,
chocolate.
tamales is also.
Tamales is
it's
something
like,
really
like
good.
the guys upon the altars, the mothers and the wives usually
Yeah.
are making
And
tamales.
I know there's
So
that-
you have do you have tamales in France?
No.
we never had tamales
No,
in the
no.
Midwest. I never
No.
heard of a tamale
No,
until I came here.
Yeah.
But I know that's
Yeah.
huge. People have to pre-order them at my church locally. You know, ordering the ladies guild is making the tamales and stuff here.
We used to not eat corn in France, period. Now it's a new thing.
Oh, you
Yeah.
wouldn't eat corn. That's an American thing.
So in
America,
Latin
yeah.
America, from Mexico all the way to Latin America, there's a variation of tamales. There's tamales that are made from corn. There's tamales made of plantains. So
Okay. Never heard
in
of that.
Venezuela, they have them made with plantains, and they're wrapped in banana leaves, and they have a meat stuffing in it.
So what do you see here? So we circled that. I love all that. I wish I could go to France tomorrow and have a Christmas. I wish I could go to Bolivia. I'd love to go to Mexico and have the tradition.
You're always
here.
welcome.
I'm seeing, is it just my family, or are you seeing this across the board? People don't go out to eat on the holidays like they used to. They don't gather like they used to. And if they do, it's just kind of packaged store-bought food.
We still get together. We just if we have to. Sometimes we have two families to go to.
Yeah.
Two homes to go to. Like I know my sister's like, she'll do Christmas Eve with us, and then she does Christmas Day with her in-laws.
But do they still make the production? Do they
Oh,
cook
yeah.
for days?
But-
Oh,
but
yeah.
Let's talk about the restaurants.
Yeah, let's talk about
Business.
restaurants, right? On those days.
That's our bigger days for restaurants.
Not really.
Not really?
I wouldn't think so, because I don't know anybody that goes out.
When I was running my restaurant, I always try to make traditional Christmas or dinner
Right.
on the 24th. And it never been too successful.
Yeah.
You don't
New
get
Year's
those.
Eve, yes.
You don't get those
But-
But
pre-orders.
New Year's Eve, you all the food,
Drinking,
the
yeah, right.
music, or everybody.
That's a different night.
And then you
That's
charge.
a different
yeah,
story.
You charge double than what
Yeah.
it should be. It's like Valentine's Day, And but Christmas.
I know many
Eve-
restaurants that close on Christmas Day.
Yeah, because you got to give that day to your
To your
staff,
family, to your
you know,
staff.
and then enjoy it yourself.
And
as
nobody
well.
wants to go out and eat on that day for some reason. I never go out. I never say, hey, let's go out
Because
to
you're
dinner.
hangover from Christmas Eve. No, just kidding.
No, no, no.
Just
Oh,
kidding.
Christmas, no, Christmas brunch sometimes works, but Christmas Eve dinner doesn't work in a restaurant.
I don't think so.
And then,
I do know a couple of restaurateurs, colleagues that do pre-order meals
yeah.
for
'Cause again,
Thanksgiving and
I want to pick it up. I want it to be fast. I just
Christmas
want to
Eve.
heat it up. But
You know.
so what have we lost? We still might be gathering. We still might be eating, but somebody else is cooking it for us. We're
we
not
we
cooking together.
we lost the production of the whole family producing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I
Coming
see as
around the
gone.
kitchen,
Right.
making the buñuelos, making the empanadas, making the cookies, making the pies,
Right.
making the mashed potatoes, whatever meat,
So it's not just meat.
yeah.
Everybody's
The
seeing
meats and everything, you
decline
know.
in that.
Paul, simple things. Who is roasting chestnut at home now?
I don't even know how to roast
You
it.
can not even
I
find
don't think
fresh
you'll
chestnut.
find roasted chestnuts
No.
now.
It's crazy.
And
Oh, you can, but you have
and
to
in my
order them.
family, years ago, people stopped making the pie, and they would just buy a pie.
Yeah.
So there was that tradition of rolling the dough, and
Uh-huh.
my wife would be the first to say, "I was miserable. Nobody liked doing that." But I said, "But you did it together."
So my wife always begged me to find some chestnut every
Really?
December. And I haven't found any yet this year, but I will. I know.
I
will.
know I
look.
did find them last year.
Yeah.
I found some chestnuts.
How do you even roast them? I don't even know.
Oh,
how
you,
roast
you have, chestnut has a little tip. There's a base, kind of hard
It's,
wood.
yeah, it's a flat
And then-
kind of,
but
looks like
yeah.
a Hershey's Kiss sort of. It's
Yeah.
flat on the bottom and the little
So
tip.
as a little tip,
Yeah.
you need to have a little cut
Okay.
there, and then you put it in a hot pan, like a cast iron pan,
Right.
warm enough. You have to keep an eye. Because they may explode too, or they'll jump
Yeah.
at you.
Right.
And then slowly you control
Kind
the
of
heat.
just
It's
kind of
going to
like
open
going
up
out, start
and
opening
keep
up.
on cooking until it gets warm inside, and then it will get softer as soon as it gets warm inside.
I haven't tasted roasted chestnuts in
good.
100
So
years.
delicious.
That was a Christmas
It's a
deal.
treat for sure.
My dad's favorite thing for Christmas, I always ask him, "What do you want for Christmas?"
Right.
Or I want candied chestnut.
Candied chestnuts. I never heard of
The
that one.
Italian made very good candy chestnut. It's like they cook slowly in sugar, and you eat them, they just melt in your mouth.
Now, what do you say to people that we're at UCI's Applied Innovation Center, lots of sci-fi to science guys here, and I say to many of them, and many of them from other countries, India, China, lots of Asian countries represented here, because it's technology. I don't want to make a broad generalization, but there's a lot of people, and Indians and Chinese in technology. And I say to them, what do you do? Or what did you do there? So, well, we're trying to adapt America, so we'll try and have turkey, but we'll have just something crazy. We'll have turkey tamales. We'll have Indian tandoori. We'll have something totally
Traditional to their.
or just totally. They're just making it up. It's a hodgepodge of all sorts of crazy. I guess that's okay.
It's beautiful. I mean, I mean, if you think about it, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas is about coming together.
That's
You
what it's
know,
supposed
And
to be,
that's
yeah.
it.
it's it doesn't have
No
to be
matter
what's
what
traditional.
you
No,
eat,
as long as you have what.
No matter what your ethnic is, and also personally, I'm more open mind too. No matter what religion you are, you know,
Yes, right.
We're
it's
just
a
mindful and
holiday.
respectful about everybody's religion. You
Yes.
know, yes, we are celebrating Jesus and our religion,
But
Catholics and everything.
religion has gotten so pushed out of all these holidays. Mostly, but partly we've talked to other shows. I'm not the only one that notices this. but
Like I was so disappointed when we were told like 20 some years ago, say, you cannot say Merry Christmas
no,
anymore.
happy holidays.
Happy holidays. That's true.
And-
But even and go beyond that. We used to do a show about this religion and stuff here. Half of Americans today, for the first time in the history of America, over half of Americans have no religion. They might say, "I believe in God," sort of, but they don't they don't participate in any church of any sort. They're not Protestants, they're not Catholics, they're not Jews. They're
I
not
know, but
anything.
without knowing, they still celebrate Christmas.
Exactly. So it
No,
doesn't,
no commercial side of it.
it's all about the commercial. It's all
Because
about
here
the
more, it's
gifting.
more commercialized and materialized now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's lost its original meanings, and it's lost that the traditions built around. Nobody goes to church, so they don't go to mass, or they don't go to
And
people's house.
what happened also, I think it's coming back, hopefully, the spirit of Christmas.
Oh, well.
It's not just food and getting together. It's like, do something good today, or do something good for
It's
the
about
month.
sharing kindness.
You know,
I agree.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very
I'll give you
important.
one more example. Maybe this is again my own personal one. My dad was an executive for a car company, Chrysler. He worked 60-hour weeks. He just loved to work. So he was gone Monday through Saturday, and he worked at the office late, and that was part of why we didn't have meals and everything else. Dad came home late. We just wanted to eat. So the only time of the year he didn't work was Christmas Eve. And I get choked up thinking about it. The memory of having my dad's going out because it was snowing in the Midwest, and he would go out and say, "Listen," I say, "I don't hear anything." He said, "Exactly."
That's the beauty of it.
The stores would shut down, the traffic would slow down, everybody would take a day up. Now, that died a long time ago. People work 24/7 now. Stores are open 24/7. The whole world shops 24/7.
Did you have that feeling inside you because of all this thing you just said? Make you think, oh, that's a special time.
It was.
We feel it.
I don't feel as special anymore. The kids and gifts, that's clear. But that special thing that
There's
started the night
some
before.
excitement, some it's not just for the gift. It's just everybody's happy to be together.
Nobody gets together and sings. We used to sing.
Play games.
Play games.
Yeah.
Play a record.
Tell stories, tell
stories.
jokes,
There were other things we did.
talk
as
about
together.
anecdotes and things like
Everybody's
that.
just watching TV. Their smartphone now. Not even their TV. They're watching smartphones. And
Yeah, and so really
come together once again.
come together, eat
share.
together.
Share a meal. Share some bread. Do something together. Prep it together. Cook it together.
Even if it's a salad, you can put a salad together like a family. You know,
Yeah.
somebody cuts the onions, somebody cuts the tomatoes,
Exactly.
somebody cuts a cucumber, and let's put a salad together. Thing is about
Okay,
coming
you know
together.
what I will make for you?
What are you gonna make for
Because
me?
that's my wife. For Christmas, I make her mulled wine.
Oh, there's another.
What
old,
is that?
It's hot wine with spice.
Yeah, I haven't had that in
so
100 years.
You just talked about that, and I had it in the back of my head, and this morning I was thinking about it. In Mexico, they have ponche,
Yeah.
Yes.
ponche,
right.
and then in Bolivia we say te conté. now there's a tea. We do a hot tea, with cinnamon and all that fun stuff.
No fun there.
But we spike it.
Oh,
It's spiked.
oh,
Like you're talking
tequila.
about wine.
Yeah,
We use Singani.
yeah, okay.
When I was a little kid, that they would make, because we're Irish, so they would have spiked punch, and it was always like Tom and Jerry's or something.
But it smells so good.
It
Yeah.
smells good because it's all
All
the
the
aromas of the
spices.
I
spices.
love that spiced wine, spiced drinks,
Yeah.
spiced punches. But
Spiced
again,
punch.
that took some time and thought.
Well, nah.
I know.
long.
We put it together
Easy.
anytime for us.
Make sure you have your clove, you have your anise
Anise,
stars,
your cinnamon.
stick, and you're good.
I want you to bring some of that in, because I haven't tasted any of this stuff, folks, in 50 years.
Bunch is delicious. I love bunch. It has
I'll
pears,
bring you some next week.
apples.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to have to steal some from my wife.
So just a little cup or
Sure,
something.
yeah.
Put a little,
Talking about my wife
Uh-huh.
at home, is Christmas Central. You know,
Really?
starting Friday, yesterday,
Thanksgiving. Oh,
we
no.
got the Christmas tree.
yeah,
Or it touched the ceiling.
right.
It's huge. And it's going to take her a good week to decorate.
Yes.
Wow.
Not only the tree, but the whole
The whole
house.
house.
I still know a lot of people that do that.
Half of our garage is full of Christmas
Christmas
bugs.
junk.
I thought it was all cooking stuff, and the other side is all Christmas stuff.
That's my wife's side.
Okay, so there's one side that's
I moved the
Christie's
bugs and
and
then
the
she
one's
put
yours.
everything
Yeah.
up. You know?
That is still big.
That's
People
beautiful.
decorate like crazy.
Yes.
They put all the stuff out and
And something we don't do in France. I start now. We don't decorate the house like here.
Oh, they go crazy.
Here, some people go really crazy.
Here, I think that's one of the things that is more Americanized, that they do go crazy for decorating their house in Christmas.
Right.
Yes.
Outside,
More-
inside,
yeah, inside, everywhere. you know.
And
lights and everything.
Your car.
Yeah, your car with the reindeer on
even
it.
our TV at home is all Christmas movie.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All the Scrooge, everything, you know. I know all of them
Christmas
now.
music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I think
So there's some special
holiday-
tradition, typical.
the holidays is
Have
for
you guys
coming
ever
together.
gone to do a plug for South Coast Repertory Theater?
Yes,
I'm a
I
big fan
have.
of theirs, and
The
they do their.
Nutcracker.
Nutcracker.
Oh, well, they do Nutcracker, and they also do the Christmas Carol,
They
Dickens,
do. Dickens.
Scrooge, and all that. That's starting, I
do.
think, next week.
Yeah.
They're doing it for how many years? 20 years, 30 years,
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Christmas carols. Where do they have Christmas carols?
When do people come around? They used to come around and sing at your door,
Yeah.
knock on the door, and then
So
they'd
that's
be
the
singing?
same. That's kind of. I think that's the same concept about Christmas carols and posada.
Hmm.
You know, getting together and going,
house to
from
house.
house to house. You know, and when you go to the house, they give you a tamal or a cookie or hot chocolate or
Right.
tea or ponche, whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's about coming together and visiting each other and embracing
Let's bring that back.
the families
Because I'm missing
and
too much of
neighbors.
that. Too much of it is just another day. We're just on our
Yeah.
smartphone.
It's up to us.
It's up to us. We're
Absolutely.
letting it go.
Don't keep it for yourself. Just, tell
Yeah.
people.
So
say,
does that mean that you're going to host a posada?
Uh,
We'll
yeah.
bring the food.
Oh, here, OC Talk Radio. We'll have a posada going
Yeah,
on
we'll
every
have
day
a
here.
posada here.
We fill up the waiting room.
And
Yeah.
every day people
We'll
can
make
come in.
tea and everybody's going to come.
Why don't
and
you
we're gonna
open the door? Say, hey, join us.
We should do
Posada
that. You know,
next week."
we for a while, with some of our programs like Ron stuff, we used to try and do holiday shows, and we would have people come
We
in.
can
and we would
definitely do a
drink
holiday
and
show.
eat and all that kind of stuff while we're talking. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
we would consume while we're on the air here.
And I
Let's
think
do
that's
that.
nice because that's
We
sharing.
need to talk to UCI because they have a big room
Oh, that's true,
downstairs.
that big
And let's get all the tech people together and say, hey,
Everybody
let's have
bring
a
something and
celebration.
celebrate
They
and
would
come
love it. We
together.
could
I
do
hope
that.
somebody executive
listening
at
to that,
UCI is listening.
Hopefully somebody's listening to us.
Let's do a
Well, whatever we
holiday
do,
celebration.
let's get together over the next couple of weeks, and let's
Yeah.
have a little. If it's during your show or other shows, let's have a little thing that goes on, and we have food and we
Absolutely.
taste and we
We'd
try.
love
And
to
I
share.
hope you will get you a piece of the pie.
Oh, you're going to get a piece of pie,
I
panettone,
love
tea,
oh.
everything.
All that. I love sweets. I love pies. I love cookies. I love all that stuff here. And again,
We'll make sure you get some for your wife too.
yeah, well, she can't eat because she's
Oh.
that's the other thing. My
Oh.
wife has all these food allergies. She's
So what is she
to-
allergic to?
She's allergic to anything with dairy, milk, cheese, butter, anything cream, anything like that. Can't take it.
We'll make adjustments. We're chefs,
And,
right?
and she's also a vegetarian. Well, she will eat fish, so she's a pescadorian, whatever that is. Yeah,
Pescatarian.
pescatarian.
Pescatarian. Yes.
So she loves oysters. She will eat oysters.
She'll eat oysters. I mean, there's fruit salad,
Yeah.
there's
Maybe chestnut.
salads. Chestnuts,
Chestnuts? I can't tell you the last time I had chestnuts was we went to one year when my daughter was much younger. I said, let's go back to New York because they used to do a huge production. The Rockettes and
Yes.
Rockefeller Center and the ice skating.
That's classic.
And all that stuff. So I said, let's go see it one time, and we did. And we flew in like the day before Christmas or something.
I was there last week.
You were in New York?
Yeah.
Yes,
How
he
about
was.
that? Oh, how cool
And
is that?
I watched when see the
Rockettes?
Rockets.
The Rockettes. Oh,
Yeah.
how cool is that? So I
And
always,
talking about that, even at the end of the show,
Uh-huh.
they have a nativity.
yes,
Oh,
they
that's
do.
beautiful.
It's been a long
And
time.
they
since-
even have a camel going through the
Wow.
stage. Yeah.
Well, it's probably been
Aw.
20 years since I did it once, and my daughter's about 10 or 11. And we
Talking
also
about
did-
tradition, this is 100 years.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The Rockettes and all
I
that?
tell you, it's a tradition.
Well, that whole New York is one of the places I think if it comes alive. It's not just the Rockettes, but you have Rockefeller ice skating at Rockefeller Center and all these things.
Yeah.
And everywhere it goes, it's decorated downtown and in Manhattan and everything. So we went there, and that was the only time I think I've had chestnuts, because on the street there were vendors selling
Yeah.
hot chestnuts.
Yes.
Well, how about that? You didn't tell me you went to New York. Well, I'm jealous now, Harry.
That was a secret.
We used to go when I was able to travel more.
Right.
Used to go on. I was the greeter, the number one person, the first person greeting the tree at Rockefeller Center
You're kidding.
Wow.
overnight,
Oh, my goodness.
like the last week of November,
Yeah.
and
Whenever
actually
they roll it out.
the week before, and they come overnight. They have like a siren with the police
Yeah,
car.
they make a big deal out of
Oh
it.
yeah, it
But
is.
there was nobody else and me and the cops. And then
How did you get that job?
No, I just went on my own.
Oh, okay.
It was freezing cold, but
Few
several-
places do that. They still at South Coast Plaza put a tree up, and some other
Yeah.
places here.
They do it in the Circle of
Yeah,
Orange
yeah,
and in
yeah.
different
Yeah.
areas that they do their
The
tree
Rockefeller
lighting.
Center.
But now
I
it's
think.
becoming a party. But
Yeah,
a few years
Balboa
ago,
Bay Club.
nobody.
quiet.
Yeah.
All right, how cool. Well, I'm glad we talked about traditions. It gives me hope that they can still be, they're not
See,
completely
we cheered
gone.
you up. We gave you the, we
Otherwise,
left you in
I'm
the
just
spirit.
crabby. It's just get it over with. It's just too commercialized. It's too prepackaged. It's too everybody doing their own thing. No gathering.
Make a wish.
Yeah.
But you need to believe to Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Well, I never stopped.
Say Noel.
All right, thank you for putting a little hope back in my life here that it's not lost, it's not all gone, and that maybe we can do it. So think about, get together and figure out what we'll do. We'll broadcast a little thing here for
Just
everybody.
tell us the date and time and we'll be here.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Maybe the last Wednesday of the month, not the week
Right.
between Christmas and New Year, the last one before Christmas. 'Cause
Okay.
we'll be here on
That's
Wednesday
the day that
20th.
we have the pop up.
Yeah.
Or so it could be the week or something.
It could be right
the
after the
week
pop up.
No.
I'll let you guys figure it out.
Okay.
We'll,
All
we'll
right.
advertise and promote
Yeah,
it.
we'll definitely talk about that.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Happy holidays to
Happy
everyone.
Happy
holidays.
holidays to everybody.
Make them a happy holiday this year.
Definitely. Thank you.
Well, there you go. There is hope. See, there's people thinking behind the kitchen doors, cooking up all sorts of cool stuff for us to do here. Right here in Orange County's only communal voice, OC Talk Radio, streaming live from our studios here at the University of California, Irvine's Field Applied Innovation Center.